never ready because neither admits that they're ready.
All right. Well,
I think let's begin.
all right. In which case,
Can we get a recap?
right. Okay. So, all right. So, what ended up happening last time? That you guys entered. You guys entered into the. Yeah, you weren't here. You guys entered into the land of Mordant. You guys entered into the land of Mordant, which is a coastal area, well known for its primarily ghost-like entities and apparitions.
Interesting. Okay.
One of the biggest issues that they have around here. So you guys came here. Everyone here has been a bit of an asshole since you got here. They've pretty much been trying to run up the prices on things that you've been trying to buy. They've been actively attempting to not cooperate when you guys ask questions. More or less, they all seem to hate you.
Which, nothing new to us, but new to some people, I'm sure.
Yeah. They do not appear to like you in the slightest. So they've all been incredibly rude to you. You do find out that they have been dealing with a handful of issues. One of those issues being well, they have a couple of issues. Issue number one, they have, commerce to this town has been kind of significantly damaged due to an issue with imports. Something out in the ocean has been causing tremendous havoc, and people who sail too far out, and depending on the time of day, have not returned. There is some sort of monster that people are saying is out in the oceans. Something that they've never experienced before. There's also an issue with the dead. There are people who are being killed in this town, and their bodies have effectively been stacked up. One of the things they're noticing is people who've gone into the woods to go hunt have been found dead. With Nalen's investigation, noticed they were vampire. They have been drained of their blood, but on top of that, their souls appear to have been ripped out of their bodies. There's also he also noticed that there was a brand on all of their backs. There was a brand on all of their backs. It is a brand of he wasn't aware fully of what it was, but it is definitely a brand significant of archdukes of the Nine Hells.
Huh. Huh. Unusual.
Especially around here.
These are all people who must say these are all people who effectively made hats, and that is why they have these brands. These brands were this demon's form of must say these brands were this devil's form of a contract.
I see.
What makes it a bit weird for I'll say what makes it a bit weird to Nayland. I'll say for Nayland, this is a bit weird because for you, a good chunk of people here in the mist, and I'll say here in this world that you live in, they're not actually people. Yet for some reason, even though they're dead, they seem as if they're staying dead.
Which means somebody's laying claim to their mist selves, which is only slightly worrying, because one, that's power collected, but two, karmically, we know it's going to balance itself back out, because they get enough of these, the powers that be will come in and slap them around a bit.
We can fight those gods.
And I believe what was
I'll watch from
I believe what was from what was from what was gathered, Nayland also looked through his book, compared the vampire marks. The vampire marks are reminiscent of one of one of the vampires local to Barovia.
Mind you, most vampires are local to Barovia, so that's not saying much, but as he's put down one of the Dimitrescu sisters. yes.
I guess we need to go to Barovia.
Well, at the moment we need to solve the problem here. They probably have another portal like they did back in
Hazel.
Haslam. Yeah, that's the place I was looking for.
Yeah.
So again, since mist travel is supposed to be hard, unless you're me, it is worth noting and looking into.
Yes. So after we solve this, we can go to Barovia.
Barovia is not exactly all the way. It's a bit of, we can start making our way that direction, but again, it's a bit of a trek.
I just want to pass this vote real quick before Sierra joins the game.
Oh no, it's on the tour list. We're just working our way around. Because Nayland operates on the idea of you can't skip countries. You got to go through one country to get to the next one.
So
far there's no clues then as to where this particular individual is beyond around.
If you're talking about the daughter of Dimitrescu, somewhere in the woods.
Yeah.
Probably with the vampire monkeys. I mean baboons.
Also, I've come to the realization that both my pairs of gym shorts are in my suitcase downstairs. So, I don't know what I'm going to put on.
Well, you see what you do is you wrap your sheet around yourself to get downstairs to get your shorts, or you put on some sweatpants or some dress pants and come down and get your shorts.
Actually, I thought you had a robe.
Or I do.
Or if it's this black suitcase here in the door, I can bring it up to the top of the stairs and then you can come get it.
Yeah, you can bring that up.
Okay. So you guys have gotten that information. You guys have gotten that information. If I remember correctly, I think you guys said that based on the time you were going to rest and go in the morning, or did you guys say you wanted to go since it's already evening?
if it's already noon in game, I don't see why we can't push forward.
So nothing
No,
wrong with
it's
hunting at
evening.
high noon.
It's around like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Okay,
Oh.
so that would be getting into dark, at which point that's when they're at their strongest. So unless the town has people out there already that need to be worried about, probably better off stalking them in the daytime when they're in theory asleep.
What do you think the baboons
Monkey.
so would have guardians?
Most vampires, if they are, not completely feral, usually have some kind of guardians to watch their resting place at night. Now, the baboons could be the guardians for something else, as far as that goes.
Okay.
But we won't know that till we actually get into their hunting grounds and get that, better feel for what we're dealing with.
It sounds like then we have to spend the rest of the day in this wonderful village that has all kinds of kind people in it.
Well, I mean, you're welcome to spend it in town or just in camp, because I doubt they'll, princess rooms at the end.
You do not notice an inn around here.
Well, they have a port, so in theory they've got one somewhere.
Yeah. You must say they you can make a search or investigation.
Well, I'm not invested enough to find out, so...
So when it comes down to it, I have my vote out.
Must say because like I said, most of the places around here appear to either be shuttered or damaged. This place appears to be some place that's fallen into effectively rapid disrepair. You would assume that this place has kind of been falling apart for at least about the past 2 months.
Which tracks with what they were telling us.
Yeah. Maybe they'll be happier once it's fixed.
So effectively there's no money. People who were running these places have effectively either died or, tried to skip town.
So this probably would be a fine time for you guys to, if you have any ability to enchant your equipment, great time to work on that. If you need to prepare anything, spell-wise, radiant damage is usually your friend. Failing that, fire.
Okay.
Oh, radiant and fire.
So
I
those
happen
who
to
need
know
to
what
shuffle
that
their
is.
spell lists around can do that. Those who do it naturally don't have to worry. I can set about securing the campsite.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Okay, well...
So put down my...
By interesting, I mean terrible.
And I can do one better than my usual.
There we go. That's just terrible enough. Okay.
And it will supplement our usual defenses with these spell mines we got from the werewolves.
Nice.
So I got 3 mines of 15 and 1 mine of fireball. That should be enough to cover the 4 quadrants of the camp. Plus whatever landmine silliness you normally do.
I am putting in an artificer thing for tomorrow since I don't think I can change up my spells until then.
Artificer has a thing that lets you do that with a hit die, but again, if we're not going till tomorrow, you don't need to worry about it. Just do it tomorrow. You know, when you prepare your spells for tomorrow.
Okay,
I don't think Matt needs to change what he has prep since he just does radiant damage by default.
Yes, he does.
is it radiant or fire?
Radiant is the best. If you don't have Radiant, Fire is a decent fallback.
Okay.
Plot twist. Plot twist. These are fire vampires. Oh!
That would be new.
We do not have those. Does not mean that we won't have them now.
Brian writing note.
Okay,
Let me actually see if Google has that. Fire vampires. Google never ceases to fail me. Okay.
okay, you mentioned the Artificer has a...
Oh, wow. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. I like it.
Oh, I done fucked up.
Oh, that is amazing.
Baravia's gonna have new royal guards.
They're not even vampires. They don't even suck blood.
Okay.
What do they do? How does it work?
They're effectively giant fireballs that run at you and explode. They're large flaming oozes that can throw parts of themselves at you, and it counts as fireball.
No thanks. We fought those in Final Fantasy.
Apparently they are parts of a detached corrupted star.
Yeah, we fought them in Final Fantasy.
Obviously immune to fire.
Cool. Okay.
I don't think the bombs count, Matt.
So what I am gonna do is use a. You said it's like about like 5, so 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay.
Oh wait, they actually do have real fire vampires. But okay, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so what I am going to do is use hit die to be able to prepare an extra spell. So I am going to prepare Crafter's Secrets, and since it was like 4 or 5, I'm going to spend the next 6 hours burning some mana and doing some crafting. Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay. So...
Oh, that is awesome. But also, I mean, terrifying. No, that is not a Pokemon. This is a bad guy. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. So I will be doing that for the rest of the day. Because I have no interest in this damn town until we make it a nicer place.
It's on the to-do list.
Okay. Alright, so you managed to get all this stuff straight. You seem, must say, feel as if you have a very, very safe, very secure campsite. You
If it failed, you would feel that way too.
I'll say you are able to pull this off. You get this whole thing going. Everything feels legit. You are able to set up in town. Nobody seems to actually stop you from just setting up in town.
No, we're set up just outside of town. That way our traps don't accidentally take out the townspeople.
And
Okay.
people don't try to get cute.
Okay. Alright. You notice nobody really seems to care about you being here. You do kind of get this general impression that, like, if you were smart, you'd leave.
But that's a very common theme. Almost everywhere is like, oh, if you were smart, you would leave.
Well, if you're smart, you wouldn't play Ravenloft, so that tracks.
Okay, in which case, alright, the next morning comes. It's early in the morning. No one seems to actually be at any of their stalls.
Alright. Breakfast, and then we hunt.
Right. So, what will you all be doing?
Yeah, as I said, breakfast, and then heading into the woods where the attacks in theory had happened, so we can try and track this shit down. Oh yes, also pick up the minefield. That would be great.
Yep. Okay. Huh.
Sure.
Okay. Let me see if I can.
So.
Alright, so you guys eating your breakfast? Is anyone doing anything before anyone heads up?
Gonna pop a spell to make this easier.
Okay. In terms of the town, no, the town doesn't yet deserve my interaction at the moment. So yeah, I am ready to follow Maitland's lead concerning these vampires, which I'm under the impression don't really exist in my homeland. So
Your land, I don't think, is known for those, no.
yeah. I figure I have like sandworms and shit because chemical waste energy.
I'll say, your land is filled with a bunch of, your land is filled with a lot of random slapped together, magical golems, monstrosities, and just shit they tried to cobble with magic didn't work, and so it just got dumped in the desert to hope that it died.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
9 times out of 10, it didn't.
I'm probably the person to go to for like crazy ass Frankenstein shit. So I won't know anything about bloodsuckers outside of the regular bats.
All right. In which case, you guys are making your way through, going on ahead. Eventually, you do start to notice as you are. Let's see, some of course. Picture the cause of each sounding. Okay. Okay. You do. I'm gonna say. From where you. It seems to be smooth sailing. You notice, as you're making your way, there are the sounds of just regular woodland animals, and you travel for about an hour. It's pretty dense. I must say the trees are pretty dense, so it takes a little bit of navigating to get your Vardos through it. If you're bringing them,
for a hunt, no, they'd probably get in the way.
Yeah, I agree.
okay. Okay, so you're leaving those at home. Right. Are you bringing your dog with you?
Dog is gonna guard the camp.
Okay. David, are you bringing yours?
What?
Are you bringing your wagon?
Oh, no. I am
Okay.
going to keep my wits about me and my pistol already drawn from its holster. So I'm going to be expecting trouble.
Okay. You are starting to notice that there is a very uncomfortable feeling in the air. For Nayland, the sounds that you were picking up on, the deeper you go in, become eerily quiet. You no longer hear the wind or the air or the sound of anything moving. The only things that you are hearing are your own footsteps.
Alright. Pretty sure this means we are now in their hunting ground, so he's going to be looking for tracks or other signs of their prey. Hence the survival.
Okay. Okay. You do see the parts where you can tell that they said that people were found dead. You have now passed that point where the bodies were found. The footprints do seem to, the long stride of these entities seem to head out deeper into the forest, where the canopy, the canopy of the woods appears to create this dark area within. You can still see, but the light of the sun does not seem to be reaching within this area.
Okay, I will signal everyone to be quiet, to be stealthy, and continue to lead people in.
Okay.
There's my stealth.
Looking at this, looking at the way that this area seems to be, the vegetation around here seems to kind of have a bit of a unnatural growth to it. As you get inwards, you notice that there are trees that are dead now. They seem to have been trees that were here at first, but whatever these larger trees are, because of their height and size, they seem to have effectively done like what weeds do. and blanketed the other trees and robbed them of sunlight and nutrients, and they seem to have died. The ground underneath your feet as you are walking starts to get a bit squishier. And you do start smelling this. You do start smelling the rather pungent smell of algae and kind of a rancid gas smell.
Sounds like we're
It is the it's a smell of death. It's a smell of death, fungus, algae, and stale water. You realize that I'll say with the composition of the ground that you're walking, as you can kind of feel like you're kind of feeling underneath your boots. You can tell that you are approaching a swamp-like area.
That's what I just thought. Yeah.
And if everybody is following you, eventually you reach it. You guys are up in the upper left corner.
For some reason, we're all sideways.
Apologies. Let me fix that. There we go. There we go. Oh, and here you all are. I'll say these areas right here are the actual water. You don't exactly have that much of a sense of. You don't exactly have that much of a sense as to how deep this area is, but the quote grass or land that you're stepping on. Your feet are about, I'll say, unless you have something that keeps you from it, your feet are roughly around 3 to 6 inches deep in it.
If anybody knows wonder walking, that would be applicable here.
I'll say your movement in this area is halved.
What's the duration on this?
Unless you're on the bridge, unless you're on the bridges, in which case it is. Unless you're on the bridges, in which case there will be. Just to let you guys know, if you do see these little, ramshackle kind of bridge areas, in order to be on those bridges, and just to let you know, in order to be on those bridges and not break them, it is a fairly easy dexterity check to just not go stomping all over them and break them. If you're on the bridges, you can do your normal move. If you are jumping in between these rotted and broken trees, pretty much if you're on anything that's not green, then your movement won't be impeded.
Okay. Unfortunately, I can't walk on water.
Yes, Evan does have water walk, so we can.
Does he have it prepared?
I was gonna do some.
It's a ritual.
Or does he
have to have it prepared?
I was gonna do some climbing and some tree jumping, but if Evan can help out, that's good.
Oh, you get to do it as a ritual?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long is that taking?
As a ritual, 10 minutes.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna still be alert since rituals generally aren't stealthy.
Well, yeah. I imagine we'd probably do this when we started smelling the swamp stuff coming up.
When people don't put the food in front on the little table, I feel like I should be able to dock them their tip.
Well, unless you told them to put it on the table.
I do. In my instructions, it says put the food on the little table.
Okay, yeah, if you put it in the instructions, then yeah. By all rights, you really shouldn't have to tip them until after they've made the delivery. But that makes too much sense.
Well, to be honest, I understand why they don't do that, because then no one would ever pick up the tip of the food. But
Tip is based on quality of service. If you're not going to get quality service,
yes.
if you just assume you're getting a good tip and start giving shit service after the fact, I can't do anything about it. So.
Well, they just need to pay them more overall, so that the tip is included in the cost. That's a rant for another time. Actually, we just need to do away with tip culture in America.
So we got the water walk that should negate the swamp based on the wording of the spell.
I'm not gonna have to worry about that in a couple of months.
Okay.
There's still,
It's
tip in Germany.
It's a VAT over there and everything.
but if we're being stealthy, that's still right.
You want me to scooch us over closer to you?
Yes, please.
That's what I was being slow about.
Cool. All right. So you have your water walk.
Breaking the microphone.
Seem to be fine. Your perception, I say, Nick's your perception.
My perception.
What is that? I say.
is good.
Okay. Okay. I say in this area that you have, this area around you is blind sight, correct?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
I need to mark my tremor sense, don't I?
Okay. Yes.
Tremor sense 10 feet.
Actually, I'm gonna be near Evan, because if I'm guarding them, then that would make sense.
Okay. Cool. Both of you notice there are things that are floating in the water. They're not swimming. They just seem to be underwater and floating through the water.
Can we get an idea of what they look like?
Let's see. The water is fairly murky. Must say the water's fairly murky. Are you doing anything to try to clear up like the kind of algae that has accumulated on the top?
No, because that's how buried giant scorpions get you with their tails.
Also, you have blind sight, right?
Yes.
Then you don't need to, because blind sight just says you have the benefits of vision without actually seeing proper.
Yeah.
So you, in theory, know what they look like regardless.
As
Even
long as they don't
underwater?
have full cover.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. You said so long as they don't have what?
As long as they don't have full cover, like a wall isn't completely blocking them or
Yeah.
something.
Okay. Yeah, all they have is like a thick sheet of algae over top of it.
Yeah, as long as the algae doesn't count as total cover, he should be able to identify them.
Okay. In which case, you, I must say, Nyx, there are corpses under the water.
There's cadavers down under there, well, floating there. Is that a general thing that they do? Drain people and then just, I guess, dispose of them?
That's usually the more feral types.
Seems
Okay.
useful.
Well, again, feral creatures aren't necessarily thinking about resource management.
All right. And I say you're walking this way. Nyx, your stealth is amazing. It's the
Oh
best
yeah,
stealth.
oh yeah, it's perfecto.
Just was anybody have passed out a trace they want to throw on us while we're at it.
I rolled a 3.
Well, I'll bring it up to a 13.
I know, which is a
Um,
nicer
I think
number.
that's something that Sierra's character has.
I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure that's not a sorcerer.
She had something that helped us
What?
last
Even-
time we were sneaking.
Even if she did, she's not here.
Yeah.
Like, I'll look at her spell sheet, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't have passed out a trace.
Well, you see, I don't know myself as balls, so
Oh, yeah, apparently she does have passed out a trace. Go figure. She's not here, so it doesn't
Alright.
matter, but...
All right. So, what I say? So, Nayland, you are doing the sneaky sneak. I don't know if you have what's his face sneaking as well.
I
Is
do
that what?
I'm
No.
the 16, I'm the 16, he's the 26.
Okay. Cool. Rayon, are you floating or are you walking? You have water walk at the moment.
oh,
So you don't have to worry about getting dirty regardless.
oh, are you still in
Yeah, please don't be in sun mode. We're trying to be stealthy.
in God of Light mode?
No.
Okay.
I don't know how to roll it back.
Okay.
Is it a rollable token? Actually a rollable token?
It is supposed to be.
Then you right click on it.
Yeah.
And so say multi-sided, you click on where it says multi-sided and
Yeah.
slide that slider.
Yeah, you look if you left clicked on it. There should be a right click. You should have extra
No,
menus.
no. Open settings.
You definitely shouldn't be in token settings. You just right click on the token on the map.
Yeah, like it should look something like this if you want to look on my screen. I right click and like insert the token, choose side or random side. Yeah, okay, clear as I'm doing that for you.
Yep.
Or is it
But
actually?
you're also logged in as a DM.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are, because you're coming up ahead of the GM.
Nope. I don't
It's
have.
doing it by alphabet.
I don't have the pages command.
That's it. Little 20 lists alphabetically.
Not normally.
Yeah, I must
It depends on the game.
say even when I right click on yours, it's not saying that it's multi-sided.
It's not
Maybe it's not
multi-sided.
rollable.
It's not multi-sided apparently. So, and I don't see multi-sided token table for math. I see it for a bunch of other things. So yeah, apparently you guys haven't done a multi-sided
But
rayon.
no, Rayon is in normal mode.
But
Alright. Alright. Yeah, we can just say that. Okay. Alright. He is normal. Alright. And alright. I need I'll say, if you are willing to attempt to be stealthy, I need a stealth check. Okay. Cool. And I'll say you guys are walking. Nick seems to be kind of, despite water walking, somehow is making a bit more noise as you, whether it's a combination of just him trying to get accustomed to this sort of terrain, or him inquisitively asking about these vampires and how they do things. And the discarding bodies part seems to be in a slightly louder tone than you would, appreciate for the hunting. Nyx, you do see. I must say, one of the things that you do notice is that within your sphere, the corpses that are under the water, the current of the water underneath the moss seems to start sweeping the corpses in your direction.
did this current appear out of nowhere, or was there always a current?
Yes,
Oh.
it appeared out of nowhere. The corpses do not seem to be themselves moving, but the water seems to be kind of like pushing them around under the water.
I think
Final Fantasy.
I think there's something moving under the water.
Be a little quiet.
You see very light shuffling on the moss.
Nix will whisper that he thinks there's something moving under the water.
Well, definitely give him the high side.
Were the token not allowing you to move?
They weren't syncing the hit points,
Oh, okay.
so I had to refresh the token since we're not in initiative yet. I figured do it now before it becomes a problem.
Oof.
I don't see anything.
Okay.
I might as well do that just
Yeah.
to be on the safe
I
side.
was about to say, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And I'll do Sierra
Okay.
too, just to be safe, even though she's not here.
Alright, so,
Okay.
yeah. Rayon, you're not exactly sure what he's talking about? You don't see anything?
No, you must have your roll set to secret or something.
I always do in this game, I try to always do my rolls. GM whisper. Listen. I don't see anything.
You don't have to actually whisper or something.
Oh, I know. Listen, I don't see anything. You need to be quiet, or else the things that we're looking for are going to find us.
Okay, fine. I'd like to hold an action to shoot at anything that like definitively comes out of the water. I don't mean like does a turtle shark fin thing. I mean like rears up like Jaws or some shit.
Or comes up underneath you.
Okay. So,
Yeah, can we do a normal movement or?
you can make your normal movement. Okay. Cool.
Remember, if you're being sneaky, you're at half a move.
I'll say as you guys are making your way, yeah, I must say I need another. I must say, you guys want to keep your stealth rolls, or do you want to try and roll again?
I want to roll again.
Okay.
Better. Much better.
Okay. Cool. Everything seems to be going okay so far. Nix, you do notice that though I'll say that the current seems to have stopped, and those bodies seem to have like stopped immediately, and it just kind of seems to be floating underwater, like about 2 feet away from whatever the bottom of this this swamp is.
Okay.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna say, Nayland, you're not exactly picking up any sort of tracks through here, but you do see the exit to this swamp being down here.
Okay. Making you reorient the map again.
Sorry.
I will solve this. I will zoom way the fuck out, and then it won't be a problem.
All right.
Okay.
You do. I'll say your hunting skills do give you the feeling that there's something here that is watching you and waiting for you to mess up.
She was, yeah. Let's see. Just popping that also just to see if he's not just tracks, but other signs of their presence or like signs of places that they might hang out. In terms of that place looks like that direction looks like it's more likely than that direction type thing.
You are. I must say there are no signs. You don't notice any signs of vampires in this area. More, except for the fact that they seem to pass through here in order to get to where they're going.
Okay, well, again, passing through here to get where they're going gives me an idea of direction.
Lay down.
Which is all I was going for, was
the
direction.
Yeah, to confirm the direction of effectively the only way out of this swamp. I'll say from the edges, it looks as if the trees kind of box this area in. There's the way that you wandered into here, where the light is behind you, and then as you can see on the map, it just gets darker as you go in. So, you would assume with all the darkness that's around here, this is prime area for vampires to pretty much just stay active.
Give people the gestures to indicate which way we're going.
Okay.
How do you
Since I don't have Charade Master or anything, I'm just going to do very basic.
Yeah.
Okay. Need stealth rolls again?
I'm going to stick with the last ones if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stick with mine as well if I can.
Okay. Say, and Rayon, you want to stick with yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
I'm pretty sure that qualifies as sexual assault. What was that? Yeah. Yes, it is. It's on the couch. Next to Tristan.
Alright. Oh, GM's typing. It's getting real. Upside, not too worried about getting jumped by a vampire lady here in the swamp. She's too classy for that.
Okay. Nate, I'm gonna say, Nix, you do. I'm gonna say, Nix, you do notice there is a. I'm gonna say, Nix, you do notice that the current picks up one of the bodies that is under the water begins to start floating under the water towards you guys at a rapid speed, and it seems to settle directly. Must say, seems to settle directly under, in between you and Evan, underwater. You can feel that it's roughly about 10 feet. You can tell that it's roughly about 10 feet beneath you, as it just proceeds to stop. Do I even have? I do.
I think it's not a little starship.
I'm guessing vampiric shark.
Baby
Okay.
vampiric shark doo 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 doo. Baby vampiric shark doo 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 doo.
I need everyone to roll me a Constitution save.
Oh, that's
Is
not
this an
bad.
airborne toxin?
No,
It
is
is,
not.
but fuck you.
That's usually how
It-
it's
it-
really airborne.
it-
but for
I'm
some
about to say,
reason-
it is. I'm about to say, let me look at this. It is. Nope, it is not. Let's see. Wait a sec. You don't. I'm about to say, that's right. You don't breathe, correct?
Right.
Okay. You don't have to do anything.
Okay.
I'm about to say this is not a toxin or anything, but it specifically says any creature that needs to breathe air.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't breathe, so.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Red alert. Red alert.
You said concept?
All right. I need a roll from Evan and a roll from Nyx because I believe Nyx breathes,
Yes.
As far as I know, I'm the only one who doesn't.
and you and Toxica, I believe. Yeah, I believe Toxica doesn't breathe either. So
Well, she's in Mark mode, so it doesn't matter right now.
So,
Mental
Jesus.
should roll. Should probably roll regular dice for myself, given how
Jesus
roll 20 just
Christ.
screwed me.
Well, I can't help myself, but Evan can help you.
Oh, does Evan give us bonuses?
No, he's not a paladin.
I rolled lower than David did.
Let's see, David rolled a 10, you rolled less than 10?
Yes.
Everyone seems to have failed.
Brian, I need a roleplay question.
Yes.
Which one do you think Evan's more likely to try and give a reroll to? Nyx or Rayon?
You were sleeping.
In all honesty, probably Nyx.
You didn't ask us to wake you up.
I'm sorry, what was that, Brian?
More than likely Nyx.
Okay, so Nyx.
It's it wouldn't be that Evan doesn't like Rayon. It would be that he's had more time to spend more time with Nyx. All right.
In which case, it becomes a 15.
Becomes a 15.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. All right. So
You still
okay.
fail. But
Less.
now you're going to look good failing.
Okay. Cool.
This is yours.
Nyx. I'm gonna say Nyx. I'm gonna say Nyx, Rayon, and I'm gonna say Nyx, Rayon, and Evan. Nalen, as you're walking forward, you will begin to hear. You will begin to hear this uncomfortable. You'll begin to hear this uncomfortable gurgling noise coming from your compatriots. As you turn around and you notice Evan, I don't know exactly how you guys would feel, as you can begin to feel your lungs flooding with liquid. You can begin to feel your lungs flooding with liquid. Evan looks over towards Nyx and will quickly cast a spell towards you. As Nyx, you are able to, as you are trying to gag and vomit, you are able to cough up this you were able to cough up this strange bog-like substance from your throat. Almost exorcist style. Effectively, it's as if you had swallowed some of this. It's as if you had swallowed some of this bog water at some point, because that's effectively what you throw up. For Rayon and Evan though, let's see.
Sorry, can't hear you. Sierra's demolishing the kitchen.
Okay, cool. For Evan and Rayon, you feel your lungs begin to flood and swell with water as you are struggling as you are becoming exhausted from trying to expel this mucus that is building up in you. Evan and Rayon, you have one level of exhaustion.
Wow. I don't have the exhaustion box. Why do we not have the exhaustion box?
Oh, if you go over to the gear.
Does this feel like a curse, possession, just a random effect? What's the...
side there? I think
Let's
so
see.
inside there should be an option for exhaustion.
Let's see. It is not a curse. It is an effect.
Show exhaustion tracking.
It is an effect that can be removed with a short or long rest, or the water breathing spell.
Which means it also probably can be removed with greater restoration, since that's the catch-all spell.
Yeah, greater restoration would get rid of the exhaustion. I'll say this is effectively something happened to them, and because of all the gagging and vomiting they're doing, they're exhausted.
Oh no, we caught whatever Sierra has.
Yeah. So it's not like a curse or anything. It's if you are around when this happens, you basically start coughing and gagging too much, and because of that, you get exhausted.
Okay, so Evan will pop a pair of greater restorations to clear that off.
Okay, those will be. I must say, if you're doing those on yourself and if you're on yourself and Rayon, then that's 2 castings of it.
Yep, already marked that off.
All right. Cool.
Wait,
all right.
Did we get it? So wait, is our exhaustion back down?
You just removed your exhaustion.
Yeah. It
There was
removes
a lot
your
of effort
exhaustion.
to go to put an exhaustion on. I wanted to keep it around a second or two, so since I just took all that effort to get it on my sheet.
I'm sorry, I'm a good cleric.
Don't worry. Depending on how you roll, it might happen again.
Your timing is abysmal.
Is it time for you to slice someone open, Sierra?
Okay.
We were down here before we got started, now
They seem
If you
to
woken her up, she would have gotten it done her up here.
Okay. You do. Nayland, due to the coughing fits, of your compatriots, you do notice something up ahead of you in the water. That's about to say that you do notice a lot of bubbles beginning to form.
Great.
You notice a lot of bubbles beginning to form around this large kind of crocodile skeleton.
Okay.
You'll notice bubbles, but once their coughing fits stop, then the bubbles seem to subside. You do. I'll say a couple of other things that you notice. You do notice some of these tree branches right here. You notice them shuffle as you see something underwater heading towards you.
Pop that for future. And gesture that we should move.
Okay.
You gesture in a particular direction?
Towards the exits, map south.
How tall are these trees?
These trees are most of them are down, so most of them probably about at best 10 feet off the ground.
Okay. After that, I'm gonna manifest my wings and I'm gonna start flying.
Okay.
Bastard.
Okay. Cool. All right. I need for anyone who is attempting to stand on the bridge, I need a dex roll.
You have to stand on. Can you go under?
You can go under. It will require you to submerge yourself.
Okay.
Because the bridge is maybe about a foot, unless you want to army crawl underneath it.
Is this a balance
Which
issue or a
it is effectively to step on. It's to step on the planks because as you can see they're kind of rickety and to keep from falling through.
Okay, so my spider climb
So
doesn't
it's
matter here.
yeah. So I must say so yeah. It's based. Yeah. So it's mainly just to you can either do dex or dex save or acrobatics.
Oh. Well, that's good.
You're basically just trying to nimbly walk on this bridge and not just um, like ham foot, just run all over it.
Stop picking right clicking.
Ma'am, what do you want? You ate.
Okay. Cool.
Get it.
Okay.
Asuka.
Cool. All right.
Whatever this
Cool.
thing is.
Nyx, Nyx, based on where you are, you see. I must say you see at least two. I must say you see two corpses. That do not appear. Must say that do not appear to be actually moving through the current. They seem to be running underwater towards you.
No, ma'am.
Oh. Okay. Good to know. I'd like to reinstate my
Your German Shepherd.
Titan.
my held action.
Okay.
Do we need to renew
Okay.
stealth, or are we still
Which
doing
one?
stealth?
Which one are you shooting? There's one approaching you from the left and one approaching you from the right.
Hey. The one on the left.
Okay. Alright. I need a to hit roll. As you will see, I'll say as you will see this as you will see one of these creatures lunge out of the water at you.
Oh shit.
He needs to go on the friendliest catch.
Is that some sort of like Resident Evil thing?
No, it's an undead.
Okay.
Okay. You are able to hit. I'll say you are able to connect as you blow as you blow a chunk out of it. I'll say you blow a chunk out of it. Blowing off part of the barnacles that are on its shoulder. Another one lunges. Another one lunges out of the water on the other side.
Okay.
Reaching out of the water, both of them are attempting to grab you.
Okay.
What is trying to remember. It's been a while since I actually hit you guys with anything. You guys have ACs, correct?
Yes, we have AC.
Yeah, but if they're grappling me, it doesn't go against my AC.
Yeah, if they're attempting to grab him, it's athletics or acrobatics, and you roll athletics.
Okay. Do you want to either? Okay, David. I can either roll at advantage or you can roll at disadvantage.
You can roll at advantage.
Okay. Okay. Okay, the first one, I'll say the first one is the one that you shot is able to grab a hold of you. The second one is unable to grab and is unable to actually gain is unable to actually make contact.
Okay, now.
This thing seems to be surprisingly strong as you notice that it is attempting to try to pull you into the swamp.
Ah, effort noises.
Um, Nayland, because of the commotion that is going on over there, the bubbles seem to be rising again from here, and it seems to be picking up in ferocity. In which case, because combat has effectively, because war have been declared, I need initiative rolls.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm going to burn a hit die to get a free shot before combat actually starts.
I'm gonna use my my rapid shot ability for the same kind of thing.
Somebody want to roll my initiative.
You got your laptop open.
It takes my laptop a minute to start up. Like several months.
Plus 4.1.
I'm like currently staring at a black screen for a minute. Wait, we have a time.
So,
Oh, we have a picture.
I was say get her hands on from that drive, and we can probably fix that.
Give me 20 minutes to load Sierra's character sheet.
And this preemptive shot here is going to be to the one that has me.
You want to add Sierra to the initiative so I can put in her initiative?
Apologies. There we go. Go.
Are there any others that we can see about to attack since we're rolling initiative, or is it just the ones on David?
They're the ones on David, and David can see them because he has blind sight and he can see them underneath the
Well, we don't see them bursting out of the water grabbing at him? We don't see them bursting out of the water grabbing at him?
Oh yeah, you see them. You don't see any others.
Okay, so my tremor sense isn't alerting any around me and Evan?
I said that you felt. I said that you felt. There seems to be something that is roughly around right here.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. Originally, I had mentioned that you saw bubbles coming from over here, but they're very low. But they're coming behind you, and you have this feeling that they're going to be trying to come up on you. And you do notice a massive amount of bubbles that seem to be gathering underneath this underneath this skeleton right here.
Okay, well, spell to make an immediate range against a creature in range. Do not have range on anything, so.
I was about to say, we are canceling gaming next Friday, right?
I guess I don't spend a hit die.
Oh wait, no, we home game next Friday.
So I will hang on to hit die because I don't have any ranges in it. So currently equipped.
Okay. Just let me know when my actual turn rolls around, and that'll be good.
We just lost Brian.
Yep.
know what that means. We have free reign.
How fast can I be?
What are those little black square ones that pop up?
Usually it just means something's loading and then something loading in the background that didn't load fast enough for it not to show anything.
I clicked on it. It doesn't open.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, that was weird. Okay, cool. All right. All right. You managed to blow off a chunk. You managed to blow off another chunk of it as this black. I'll say this black foul smelling ooze falls out of it. Similar to the smell of like dishwater that has mold floating on top of it.
okay. How? Unless someone out initiates me, how bad off does it look?
Let's see, you did that, and then before that you did that.
The rocks can rinse out in the sink.
It doesn't look as injured as you would expect it to. I mean, it looks like it's taken some damage, but based on the amount of wounds that you're causing to it, you're probably going to need to do it at least about 3 or 4 more times before this thing goes down.
Okay. Then I'll be like, get off, and I'll just pull the trigger several more times. Okay, let's see. Let's go with that.
I would bring it down.
Oh, I forgot. I have that. Okay.
That picture will be your best friend.
What else do I want to do? I'll see if it's still alive after that.
Okay, so that's 1, 2. That's 2 shots.
Yeah, so that's just 2 shots.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Cool. All right. You shoot it with the first. You shoot it with the first bullet. You see the damage appearing to be done. The cold aspect of it seems to not really affect it that much.
Okay.
You shoot again, and blowing off another chunk. It's looking bloodied. Mouse it's looking pretty beat up. Not like I'm on death's door, but it looks like it's not having a good time. If it can make a face of pain, then you would think it's like, oh man, this thing isn't doing so good.
Okay.
Now you seem to have blown off a good chunk of whatever sort of shellfish that it had attached to it that was effectively acting like unwanted armor.
Gotcha. Okay. I will, while struggling with it, spend a bit of concentration to bring up some of my magical defenses. In other words, I'm going to be using Blade Song, activating that. That'll be my bonus action, and that will be it for the me.
Okay. All right. In which case, next, Nayland. As I said before, there is the bubbling is beginning to pick up as you notice, must say, as this kerfuffle is going on over here.
How close is the bubbling?
It seems to be right underneath here. It is starting to spread, and it's roughly about like a. I must say, the bubbling seems to be.
And the northern one?
The northern one is right here. It is slowly but surely making its way over to you.
So nothing in reach currently.
You're not exactly sure how far underwater the bubbling near the crocodile is, or the other one. If you ask, if you ask Nyx can tell you that they'd probably be about like 10, 15 feet underwater.
So again, out of my reach.
Okay.
Because, melee, I will hold an action to take my attacks on whatever gets within range.
Okay.
I will spend a superiority die to buff Tatsuka's AC. As I use a bait and switch maneuver to basically do the parent seatbelt arm maneuver. Getting her, sort of kind of wedging her between Evan and eyes, and to form that circle thing we've occasionally done.
There's the little bit of summary.
And bonus action to get Blade Song going, and I'm just gonna hit enter just to get these things into the system, but the attacks don't apply until something comes into range. So, oh wow, you can plus 8 AC.
Oh, nice.
Max roll.
Hopefully they can't touch.
Look at you. Mostly, look at you not. Mostly, look at you fall but not dying.
Yeah, we got our Castlevania trio over here. We got this. What to do with Evan?
Okay.
He doesn't buff.
He's not that kind of player.
You realize how many spells that eliminates.
Alright, and with that, you, that's Nayland, Evan.
I got two options.
Is the plus 8 already added to my AC?
No, you have to know plus 8.
Okay.
Just remember you have plus 8.
I have to. See, I
Well, he's 10, 15 feet
Pepperidge
that
Farms
way.
remembers.
Roughly how far away is the bubbling around the crocodile or whatever that is?
Yeah, I mean he can see the bubbling. Let me go ahead and give you a sphere of influence so I can.
That's it, because range matters for some of this, so I need to know.
Nope, sorry.
I don't want to waste something that
Hold
comes
on.
in range.
Yeah.
The bubbling is pretty much that area.
Okay, so not even close. Okay.
I'll just go ahead and leave that there.
So there's two people running for school board, and we're having the election for the who's getting the Democratic endorsement during the next meeting.
Given that these are very
One of them
clearly undead,
added me on Facebook, and I accepted. Not even 5 minutes later, I'm getting the other one's friend requests.
Nice.
I'm like,
I write this off as
Okay.
attacking you and use the wrong spell.
Ah, okay. Okay.
He accidentally went for the mouse.
Okay,
He
so
doesn't bark
everyone,
except
so
you.
Except me.
I figure that's the one exception I can get away with. Okay. And then bonus action. Let's see, how good is he? He's got up to 6 level spells at this point.
Vampire monkeys count as undead, right?
If it's a vampire, yes, it
Yeah,
counts.
okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Technically, Nyx's typing is a aberration due to what he is. So it protects against aberrations. Am I affected by this negatively?
One, I see Evan's spiritual weapon was not put in the journal even though I sent it for Ryan.
You said it wasn't what?
I see Evan's spiritual weapon's not in the journal even though I sent it to you.
Yeah, I put it in there. Is it not there?
Did you not give me access to it? Did you put it in and not give me access?
I'm looking and it's gone. Goody. Okay. Fucking hell.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Yes, but
Fucking. Okay, no problem. I got it.
thank you.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Because I was like, I put it into Roll20 the same day you gave it to me. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and I'll add that real quick.
Thank you.
But go ahead and say what you're doing.
My question was more of a joke anyway. With how it's written, I can still be protected regardless.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
If you took a swipe at somebody else who was under it, it might apply. But as long as you don't swipe at somebody who's under it, you should be fine.
Did you? I'm gonna say, did you sent it to me in Skype, correct?
As far as I know.
Personally, or?
I don't. I'm pretty sure I sent it to you personally. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Right, so it should be in chat gallery then.
Assuming it hasn't timed out, because I have pictures do that.
No, I've got other older pictures from like 2 years ago.
I mean, I can resend it. I've got it right here.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be great.
Send to Barrett. Go.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go ahead and.
Upside down, you actually should
Okay.
have passed without a trace, which will help with David's shitty stealth. And Matt's even shittier stealth.
What do you mean Matt's even shittier?
Did you botch the first one?
No.
It was the second one?
My
I thought you botched one of them.
my stealth has been above everyone else's
It-
this whole
it
time.
was the-
Well, we can't see it, so I don't know. I thought you had botched one. I knew you were good on some of them. I thought you had botched
It
one.
was the con that he rolled less than
okay.
one.
It was the con save and the visual, the perception check.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2 on the dice.
Okay. Apologies. Like I said, since I can't see,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm about to say, yeah. I'm about to say he's doing great. He's doing great at the stealth. He's just doing like shitty at seeing stuff.
Everything else I'm sucking in.
Alright, well, either way, you get benefit of mass protection from good and evil, which means these guys should be at disadvantage to attack us.
Yeah, so yeah, da-da-da-da-da.
Why is this in my head?
And should be. There you go. And there you go. Oh yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, cool. Spiritual weapon. All right. Doing his summoning, doing his swinging. Need that to hit if he is going to swing it.
I did it. You rolled a 1. You missed.
Fuck. Okay. I mean, yeah, I must say. So crit fails basically mean so if you roll a 1, whether you would have hit or not, then it's just a miss.
That's it. It's an attack roll, so 1's an automatic fail.
Okay, sweet. All right, we will
only on
whiff
skills that
on
doesn't
that then. Oh, okay.
Well, skills and saves.
Cool. Well, we don't have the spell fumble chart here, so
So it's just an automatic miss.
okay. When you are grappled, you move with the person when they grapple you, correct?
If they have you grappled, they can drag you with them. They are at half movement, though.
Okay. In which case, you all will see. You all will see this one drag. Drag Nyx off the bridge as they splash into the swamp and disappear underneath the green moss.
I mean, fine. Water walk and water breathe.
They can't reach me.
This one submerges itself back into the water. Nyx, you are being targeted as both of these things basically start clawing and hitting at you.
Okay, let's see if they can touch me.
They're at disadvantage.
Which means that they're normal. Okay.
You got blades on, right?
It's active, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you're good.
Okay. So,
I'll be like instinctively coughing and sputtering until I realize, wait, I can breathe this. It still tastes nasty though.
This is a good time to cast Fireball, right?
Well, I mean, if you cast it into the water, it doesn't have damage, so...
Yeah.
Wait, type shift is lightning.
I don't think she can.
okay. Let's see. All right. So they're going to take 4 swings at you.
Okay, let's see how they do. They could do great, I don't know.
They can certainly try.
Well, not rolling with advantage does help. So. I assume all those miss.
Yes. The 23 gets
Okay.
real close.
Okay. They swing at you. They start swinging at you frantically. They start swinging at you frantically. As they appear to be attempting to drag you to what looks like. You can't even with your blind sight, you do not notice the bottom of the swamp yet, as they appear to be trying to drag you further down.
How far is your blind sight?
You can't see in darkness, can you?
That's pretty good. What's it? Sorry,
Farther than you can't see in darkness farther than your sphere, correct?
No, my regular sight functions, but
Okay.
I only have dark vision if I have my goggles on. Given the situation we were going into, I would have my goggles on.
Okay, so
they provide-
how far is your dark vision?
Before we started, David.
That's true. You can rule it however you'd like then.
Throw that one out there.
You guys, you guys knew that you were heading into a dark area.
I was say, it's getting darker.
So I'm not against that, since you guys knew exactly that you were going into an area that was growing ever darker.
That was
So-
I goggles up on my head then.
Oh, wait.
All right. So in which case, your 60 feet darkness.
60 feet dark vision. And you're right, Matt. Yes, he pointed out.
Okay.
Okay. As long as you caught the point, that was the important.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Right at the edge of your vision, you will see the shadow of some sort of large monster, rapidly swimming up from the depths of this swamp towards the surface.
Okay.
Whatever it is not a good thing. And based on what's going on, you can tell that whatever it is will probably reach the surface very soon.
Okay. I have thoughts. Some are small, some are big.
All right.
But
Tatsuka, it is your turn.
you guys ever done Greek fest?
Yeah, Mom does it every year.
Is it pretty good?
She likes it.
I found it good when I met with Nancy.
Is she going to be up for swing this year?
I know she wants to. I mean, she won't really know until she's closer to the day. But
Well, it's not this week. It's next weekend.
okay.
Oh, finally loaded.
And Chris will be here, so we were talking about going.
Okay. Oh.
Right. I'll say
I'm
Tatsuka.
This
Some
is also
lagging
the blue,
issues.
the blue color again. Okay, I want to
Is
check
it
the
finished
release.
loading?
His ring's here. They
Right.
they got shipped.
Okay.
They came in on like Tuesday.
Right.
But yeah, these
And
are
Rayon, you're on deck. Oh wait a sec. Actually, that is something. Hold up. Considering that was their turn, apologies.
Hold on. There we go.
One of these things, I'll say, this thing finally does manage to, I'll say, it triggers your tremor sense as it does get close enough to you, and it does pop out of the water around you.
Okay, those three attacks, the 19, 27, and 31, 31 being a crit, all go off.
Okay. Okay, in which case they all hit, doing all of that damage. You I'll say you slice off chunks of it as bits of barnacle and bloated flesh go flying everywhere.
Some of that is radiant. I don't know if that matters.
It does not.
Okay.
Still seems annoyed, or what you would think would be annoyed, but for the most part seems to be effectively attempting to ignore what you have done. It will take two swings at you.
They are at disadvantage.
Okay, so that puts him at flat.
Locked by Mom
Okay.
outside again?
Locked? I don't remember locking anything.
She's with Lynn.
Do either of those hit you?
Africa. Oh, she is.
The 25 would hit. However, Silvery Barb says try again.
Okay.
Ah. Okay.
Okay. It swings this unsettling diseased hand at you. As you manage to swat it out of the way. Okay. Tatsuka.
Still waiting on her roll 20.
Yeah, roll 20 is just lagging for me. Everything's lagging for me.
Do we know what she's trying to do?
I'm trying to turn into a oversized crocodile. Like from the movie.
So you want giant or dire?
Giant. Ha! Thank you, Chris.
Is that a nice toy?
Okay, let me see if there's a thing in here.
Dire crocodile.
Sometimes it's dire, sometimes it's giant. It depends on the
I'll go
creature.
for the giant.
Okay, giant, armadillo, badger.
Yep, giant crocodile.
Giant crocodile. Here we go. Giant
Probably
crocodile.
in your CR range.
Yeah. I put the
So-
C in.
Okay, so yeah.
Alright, so transforming into a giant crocodile.
Yep.
Whee!
Wait. I move first.
Okay.
I don't know where you moved me to.
Should have popped on the fucking. There it goes.
There we go. So yeah, I would originally. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, I can't move the pot. But I would originally move here. I would like walk there and then jump and turn into a. I would go into the water. I would hand the pup off to Evan first and be like, here.
Wait, you left the pup behind?
We left my pup behind.
Oh.
Yeah,
She was in Mark mode. I have no control over her.
I'm
Oh,
not
your dog?
even.
Oh, your-
It's not a dog. He's a boy. He just doesn't know how to shoot
Okay.
yet.
Alright, here we go. Which
It's
case,
Well, you
boom,
know what?
there you go.
Suka has-
was a boy.
No, Suka gave him a boy name. I gave her a boy name.
Ah.
It's a female, but she's been using pronouns he, his, and gave it a boy's name.
Oh,
Okay.
That's why I'm confused.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going by the
Cool.
name.
All right. Okay, Tatsuka heads over here, transforming into the crocodile. Her body breaks the bridge as
No, I
I'm
go
about to
into
say,
the water,
She's diving into the water.
and then I transform into a crocodile.
okay.
I'm not
Cool.
doing it on the bridge. I'm going in the water, and then I'm gonna come save you.
Okay. Cool. All right. In which case, you dive into the water, and yeah, that's going on. Let me go ahead and pull up this crocodile stats because this is gonna be funny.
This is going to be fun because I have my own story.
Oh god. Woo. Oh my god. Okay.
I'm going to attack the one that's holding him.
Okay. What is your movement? Because I do not know if you have enough move to get there yet.
Oh well, it's just.
I'll say
50%.
you moved. Yeah, you moved over there, and then you dove in.
Yeah.
From her square,
So,
it was 25 feet to get to where she jumped in.
So I have another 20.
oh, okay. You have another 25 feet,
And I'm
and
a
these
giant crocodile.
things. Okay, and these things have a movement.
And your tail has reach, your bite does not. So.
Okay, so I can use my
Okay.
tail to attack.
Okay. This thing is effectively it is about 10 feet outside of your reach.
Then by using her tail, it would be in reach.
Yeah,
Because her
Oh.
tail has a
it
reach.
has a reach of 10 feet.
Okay, you are welcome to take a swing.
You can do. Oh! Oh, yeah!
Yeah, that did.
That definitely hit.
Okay. So that is a total of that's 48 plus 5.
You're doing max in this, so 2d8 plus 5 plus 16, so 2d8 plus 21.
25.
Okay.
And do you
All right.
do you get a
see.
attack, or do you have to have extra attack?
I have to have extra attack.
And do you have extra?
I do have
So
extra
you
attack.
can do another tail attack.
Ha ha! Let go of my pet! Oh no, that definitely doesn't hit.
I mean, you can have shit
Uh,
AC. You
That's
use your attack bonus or its attack bonus?
I use my attack
You
bonus.
have to look at your sheet.
let's see this thing.
So that's 5 plus. Down, down. Oh, too high. You went down too far. We'll base it off. Okay, so that's a 15 effectively.
Yeah.
That is a miss. Just barely.
Got a good hit on that first one, though.
Yeah, but hold on. I think I have a meta magic that'll let me.
This mana magic doesn't apply to.
Oh yeah,
attacks.
because I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not using magic.
You do smack it. Knocking them both around.
No, I'm sorry.
Um,
Are they both grappling you?
Only one grappling.
Yeah, I'm aiming
What
for
must
the
it-
one
what-
that's grappling David.
Yeah, that's what I assumed that you hit. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say, you hit him. I'll say it's still holding on to you, David, but you kind of feel yourself jostle a bit on the water as the person holding you just gets smacked with this crocodile tail. As you look up and see this giant crocodile coming, swimming down towards you.
And you probably heard it say "Let go of my pet."
Can I underwater?
Can you hear underwater,
With the
David?
fact that they both have water breathing, yes.
Okay.
Water breathing lets you speak underwater.
Not
Okay.
your pets.
And now is
Yeah.
not the time to debate this.
Rayon.
Alrighty, are any of them still above?
The one in my phase.
There's one right behind you. I'm gonna say there's one right behind you where Nayland is that has appeared out of the water that has been taking swipes and Nayland is swinging his whip at it and is trying to grab a hold of Nayland and do terrible things to him.
Okay.
There's also a significant amount of bubbling going on with that giant green circle.
Me?
What do you want? I mean,
Do we need some more light?
not really.
Would more light be helpful?
I think he wants to be more light.
I think Suka would probably disagree with the more light thing, but that's just her.
Suka's also a vampire.
Yeah.
I'd say more light just advertises to everybody and his uncle where we're at.
Alrighty.
Okay. There is one of these creatures. It is undead.
Yeah.
Yes, all of you are terrible at stealth right now, between the gunfire and now somebody wanting to become a light bright.
Hey, I didn't become a light bright. I'm just flying overhead.
I said wanting to become a light bright. Because you asked if more light would help.
All I'm saying is that if you're getting sucked into the void, you might be able to see the bottom if I lit up. We are going to shoot. Short bow. Pew pew.
You're an airplane.
I shot at it with the short bow. Brian?
Okay. And you do connect. I'll say.
Radiant damage. Actually, fire
Okay.
damage.
Okay. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Take a quick look at this. All right, and nope, 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 nope. Okay, okay. It is not happy when you nail it with fire, as it screeches in pain.
Okay.
It now, I must say, you now have its attention, as it no longer seems to be focusing on Nayland as it looks towards you.
I am I'm 40 feet in the air.
Okay.
At a safe distance.
Okay.
Some kind of like barf attack or something.
Anyone want to reflip?
Yes, please.
Must say.
And thank
All right.
you.
As round 0 hits and the bubbling ends, there is a stillness in the water as erupting out of the swamp.
Oh shit!
Brother!
No, I guess they're right.
I suddenly feel that 40 feet is not high enough. 40 feet is definitely not high enough.
As this thing erupts out of the water, knocking over the corpse of what you assume is probably one of its kin.
Ooh, is it a skeleton? Is it a vampiric lizard alligator thing?
Worse.
It's a fire vampiric lizard thing.
Worse.
The State Puft Marshmallow Man.
It's from the bayou.
I tried to think of the most harmless thing that wouldn't hurt anyone. Oh, I think we're like in the Fire Force or some shit.
Your hells have no power here.
I don't even know what hell is.
Okay. Nyx, you are underwater. You are being dragged. You are first being dragged to the abyss.
Okay. For the purposes of movement, how far away from the surface am I?
You are. I must say. Let's see. You are roughly nearly 50 feet away from the surface.
Awesome.
That's not too far from me.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I am going to make a jumping motion, thinking that I am jumping off of off of the creature that has grappled me, because Suka can see this. Nyx's skin will kind of glow, become a bit translucent. You can see like
Who's a good boy?
parts of his muscle and skeletal structure, even then that's slightly translucent. As I propel upwards using a combination of spectral movement and flight, and I'm using an action to make that a dash. That dash will give me a total movement of 100 feet. However, it'll take me 10 feet of that movement to move through the creature that's grappled me. Which means,
Welcome to my tail.
which means I have a total movement right now of 90 feet, meaning I'll have 40-foot excess and land on the bridge.
As you land on the bridge, you are greeted with the sight of this large. I must say, with the sight of this large creature.
Oh, shit. I used my bonus action to reload my gun. What is this?
It appears to be a kaiju.
I'll say if anyone has any sort of need. No.
Looks like several pairs of boots.
You must have tiny feet.
As I'll say, when it opens its mouth, you will kind of see like the cinders kind of exhale out of its mouth as
It was a fire vampire.
Fire?
As soon I'll say if someone has any sort of means by which to use identify or something like that, then I can tell you later. But at the moment, kits.
Oh, I have means to use identify.
So do I, on my turn.
That'll be it for my turn.
Nalen's turn.
Suka pouts as she just sees.
Well, the creatures are still down there with you.
Oh yeah, but she came to save her pet, and she's like, oh well.
Okay, well, bonus action Slayer's prey on the zombie dude here in front of me.
He has to prove his more than a pet status.
Okay. Okay. All of those hit. Hits. Okay. You do a decent chunk of damage to it. It looks pretty badly hurt. You're pretty
it's not
sure
thunder damage. I don't know if that matters, and all of it's obviously all of it's silver magical.
Yes. None of it does any extra damage, but it does look like it won't survive one more volley like that.
Wait, hell, how many hit points do these fuckers have?
Just so you're aware, Nyx's gun is a +2 gun.
Should I have been adding more damage to that?
It just
Or
means it's magical.
Yeah, it just means it's magical.
okay, yeah. I must say. Oh yeah, yeah.
Accuracy and
Oh no, I must say they don't have any. They don't have resistances really. Well, the one thing they do have resistance. The one thing they do have resistance to, you haven't tried to hit them with that. So.
They just have a stupidly high amount of hit points, apparently.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if it mattered, so.
Let's see. Resistance. Yeah, they only have one resistance, and none of you are using it.
My guess would be cold or necrotic.
Yeah, I think you mentioned when I did it with cold, it wasn't as chilling.
Alright, well, that's my turn.
Okay.
You're not so hype now, are you?
Evan.
Okay, bonus action. Eh.
Who's a good boy? You a good boy?
And
Aren't you a good boy?
action.
Has he been a good boy? You've been a good boy. What was that?
Come here, baby girl. Come here. Yeah. Who's my good girl? Yeah.
Probably don't need that right
Sit
now. Buy yourselves a minute with the kaiju, and then it is going to pop
Ashika. No,
Chains
ma'am.
of the Goddess
Lay down.
in an attempt to lock it down.
Lay down.
That's
Okay.
to make a wisdom saving throw or be restrained by psychic
No.
chains,
Lay down.
taking bludgeon damage.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's see. Where is it? She.
Oh, shit, that's concentration. Okay.
What is up?
She got jealous of Titan.
Okay.
Yin loves to.
What are you gonna do when you don't have Titan in your life every day, Asuka? You were
I
living
guess it's
Okay.
concentrate depending on whether it fails to save or not.
military family housing, and all these people are gonna have kids. And they're all gonna play with you.
Get some military canine training.
Okay, it fails. So
Okay.
it's restrained.
Must say it will, and must say it will get latched up by the chains as you will hear it roar as a sigil that begins to glow on its chest, resembling the one that you saw on the bodies in the city. Glows. It will use a legendary resistance to break it.
Okay, so I guess I will maintain concentration on the current buff then, and it still takes the 36 magical bludgeoning though.
Yes, the chains will sear into it as it uses legendary resistance to shatter them.
Whip it harder.
I haven't whipped it yet.
Whip it!
Oh, I saw the gift, so I assumed you.
No, I whipped the thing in front of me that has a ridiculous amount of hit points for a zombie.
Oh, well, so yeah, whip it hard, right? That still works. Yeah, whip it hard. Now, what you should be worried about is if something goes harder, daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's it for Evan.
Alright.
Get down.
Alright, Chains of the Goddess, let's see, show us no description.
I say he made the save, so that's the end of it.
Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Okay, in which case, yeah, I just need to see what it was. Alright, cool.
I'm guessing this
Alright,
club does like 4d12 damage.
That's probably a good guess.
okay. Alright, this thing, I'm about to say, this creature, after the chains break and as it starts storming over here, you will see some of the wounds that it suffered from that begin to heal.
Naylin will roll a superiority die to the brace, meaning I get a free shot at it because he got close.
Okay. Let's see, so...
You can suss some stuff out about it. Let's see, I can measure damage because I did it when he was moving. Human blade. 5d8 thunder.
and that.
Alright, so let's roll and attack roll. Add to
Bless
damage.
Okay.
Brace.
I'll say.
Action. You can make it add the superior add to the damage roll. Okay. Aha! Natural 20.
Not being grumpy.
There, now I whipped it.
Just whip it.
So 43 silver magical slashing, and then 62 thunder.
Okay.
Because fuck his life.
Okay. So. Okay, you must say you smack it. Must say you smack it with that. Must say you smack it with your with the whip, causing a. Let's see. All right. So. Okay. You must say smacking with your whip, causing a decent amount of damage. As it roars in pain, does not stop it from attempting to. Well, say does not stop it from attempting to attack. It will make one attack at you. I'll say make one attack at you, one attack at Rayon, and one attack at and one attack at Evan.
And those are all in theory at disadvantage.
Right. Let's see.
I shouldn't still be finding that funny, but I do.
What?
When a problem comes along, you must whip it.
Let's see. No, I don't care about that. Okay. It will reach around its waist, and it will pull out a whip. Reach around his waist and pull out a whip, that looks similar to the Balrog's whip, and it will swing it around and lash it out towards Rayon.
Oh shit.
I'll say the club. I'll say there's a club that is going towards. There's a club that is it is holding that is attempting to backhand Nayland with, and as it is doing this, it is heading in to attempt to bite Evan.
Okay, 14 Mrs. Evan, 20 Mrs. Nayland. I don't know if 20 Mrs. Rayon or not.
Wait, is it the lower?
It's at disadvantage.
Oh, thank God. Then yeah, 20 misses me.
Okay, so 20. So be happy it wasn't at 34. Ooh, that would have hurt.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Especially at 40 feet in the air as I fall to my death.
Mm-hmm. That's only 46 damage. You're fine. That's really not that much.
That's true. I haven't been looking for 18s.
I don't think we've rolled any.
Yeah, I rolled a 20 and a 5, so.
Okay. In which case, since it missed its bite, it's going to attempt to bite Evan again.
I just can't live with this failure. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, Malsei had a fourth thing that it was going to do if it actually grabbed Evan, but since it missed, then it's just going to go and try and do it again.
Why is it going after the wolf
going after the cleric. 20 still misses.
20 still misses? Okay. Alright. Cool. In which case it will kind of, I must say, will look towards, everyone. All right. And seems as if it is getting something. It seems as if it is trying to get something ready.
Charging it.
So what you're saying is, it looks like it's about to attack, and then it doesn't attack.
Okay. Masa, it is going to it is going to do one last thing. Let's see, within 10 feet. Okay. Are any of you immune to fear?
I think due to protection from good and evil.
Yeah, we're all immune to fear right now.
Yeah, if it comes from, what was it, an aberration?
Yeah, if it comes from this creature, what this creature more than likely is, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. It will release a roar that seems to have no effect on you besides just like shaking everything. Seeing that it has no effect on you seems to be trying to come up with another plan. These creatures will, I must say, go after this giant crocodile.
Oh, really?
Hmm?
Oh, really? They're going after the crocodile? Or do you mean Sierra?
Well, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Must say,
Well, we have two of those right now.
Yeah. That's why it was like, yeah, I'm turning into a giant crocodile. I was like, okay.
Well, we're in a swamp.
Whatever. Alright. Which case, they are coming after you. They are going to attempt to, they're attempting to, they're going to flank you and start trying to smack you.
No, that was for one round.
Oh, okay.
And I can't do it again because you got too far away.
Not fair. Facts. They're doing what to me now?
They are flanking you, but so to negate the disadvantage.
Oh.
So they're just rolling normal.
Right.
I don't know what is your AC, the creature's AC or your AC?
I believe it's the creatures.
I know it is for wild shape. I don't know.
I want to say for mine, I keep my stuff. I'll double check.
I say, please look at shapeshift. Because again, yours plays different by different rules.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see. Shapeshift.
Shapeshift.
What size category is this thing? I know what it looks like on the screen, but
I'm a giant alligator. Crocodile.
The beast must be the CR. You do not gain it. Additional hit points. Your
game statistics are replaced by that of the creatures, except for your mental scores.
Okay.
You retain your saving throws, though. So yeah, you use the crocodile's AC.
Which then is...
Crocodile's AC is 14. So the 13 misses.
But everything else hits. But you do gain extra hit points when you shapeshift.
Okay. Let's say, okay, so it's...
sometimes I would really like to see some of our RPG battles be animated.
In which case...
Hey, the bad guy rolled in. Oh no, it's
Let's see, just to make this easier, so that's 2. Oops. Okay. I must say, that's 36 bludgeoning and 11 acid,
So 47.
and I need 3 Constitution saving throws.
So 3 rolls at +3.
I must say, yeah. So,
No,
yeah,
you
okay.
use the creature's constitution.
Oh.
So 1d20 + 3 times. Just roll over if it doesn't multiples.
Oh, I just did it one by one.
Okay.
So we got
18,
8,
and
and 15.
And then you mark up your
Okay.
That's
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Todd's got.
Okay.
My sheet or the
Your
creature
sheet. Because you don't have the creature's hit points.
Yeah, that's
That's druid. You have we have to scroll down. Let me see how many extra hit points you got.
Okay.
That's on your shape shift.
This, I'm gonna say, when they connect with you, the acid damage seems to be causing more. I'm gonna say that acid damage seems to be causing more damage than you feel comfortable with. As it seems to be eating. I'm gonna say it seems to be eating through your carapace. You have, I'm gonna say, you have disadvantage on Constitution saving throws and are vulnerable to acid damage.
I want to say I got something that gives me advantages on Constitution saving throws. Let me double check. Oh, I don't feel like reading through all this. Let me be honest.
If you have advantage, then it would turn flat.
Yeah.
I'm saying you are vulnerable to acid damage. You are vulnerable to acid damage until you either take a short rest or greater restoration. This one, let's see, let's see. Okay, funny enough that you should mention that Tristan, as this this creature looks up at Rayon as it holds a hand out towards you. You will start to feel that sensation in your chest again. I need another Constitution save.
We all have water breathing.
Oh yeah, shit, that's right. Which case it would not know that, so it will waste an action doing that and notice that it is not working. In which case it is just going to do the next best thing. And I'll say it's going to do the next best thing. And it is going it's going to do the next best thing as Nayland, you are, since it is in front of you, you will see his chest expand. You will see his chest expand as it seems to vomit the stream of bile at Rayon.
Your hit points should be fine now. Huh. That's nasty.
Alright, so that puts it at normal. Alright. Got a 27
Chance
inch.
for silvery barbs.
I already used my reaction.
How close is this happening?
The creature is well within 30 feet of you.
Okay, I will use.
I'm sorry, the creature is 30 feet. Yeah.
I will use silvery parts.
Okay. So now it has to re-roll, and you get to throw advantage at somebody.
I will throw advantage at
Thank God.
Suka.
Thank you.
So your first attack.
I appreciate the silvery barbs on that.
You're welcome.
Okay, they all miss.
Rewrite
Tatsuka.
gravity. Whoop, there goes gravity.
Let's see. I will take 17
Plus 8, so 25.
to hit 1, and then
I'm very disappointed.
27.
27.
You need to be in a full-blown kaiju battle right now.
Well, I will once I know it's there. I don't know it's there.
Oh.
I mean, this isn't a
Okay.
kaiju battle. At best, this is a Sci-Fi Channel original.
So,
Sharknado!
so you're fighting Zilla?
Cool.
Was it Lake Placid versus Dino Shark or whatever it was?
So what are you doing? Tail or bite?
I can do both. So the first one, I'm going to bite. And then the second, I'm going to tail.
What do you mean sci-fi original?
Okay.
This is just another...
So I need 3d10. I'll say 3d10 plus 5 for the first attack and 2d8 plus 5 for the tail.
3d10 plus
3d10 plus 5.
So
So
22.
that's 17 damage.
So plus 5 is 22.
22.
In that case, it doesn't factor in the plus 5.
Alright, so that's 30. Yeah, so that's 22 damage for the first one. For the bite, and you chomp down on it.
And then you said what else you needed?
2d8 plus 5 for the tail.
2d8 plus
So 16.
So 16. Okay. You bite down on one, whack the other one with the tail. Let's see, the target is a creature, must DC 16 strength save or be knocked prone. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's see where its strength save is. Jesus Christ, this thing. That's an unreasonable amount of strength. Okay. So, da-da-da-da-da. Nope. Okay. Is it kind of floats in the water after getting hit with the tail? Right.
Alrighty. Let's, since it just tried to vomit on me, let's, shoot that bad boy again. How bad can I be? How bad can I possibly be?
Okay. You definitely connect and you hit it as it bursts into flames again, howls in pain. It definitely does not like you.
Hmm.
I think you made it mad.
I want to try to pull off a supers level shenanigan, and I will completely understand if 5e cannot support what I'm gonna do.
I think that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, cool.
I cannot for the life of me remember what I normally do with my bonus action in this.
Oh, damn! It's not
Does anyone is anyone refilling?
It's like, druids don't normally get bonus action stuff, and neither do warlock really.
I'm not
All right.
warlock.
Next.
I was thinking you're druid warlock last I checked.
Let's see. Next.
okay.
Sure.
I unfortunately do not have enough movement to pull off the trick. So
Remember in your enhanced movement?
What?
Remember your enhanced movement for Blade Song?
Yes,
Okay.
it gives me a total of 50. But I need, from where I am, I need like, don't move me. Because of how huge this thing is, I need like 70 points of movement from
Okay.
where I am. And if I dash, that's an action, which means I can't do.
Oh, you can move closer to set it up for next round.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing. Also, this creature, I know what it looks like on the screen, But is it in fact like a gargantuan creature, or is it like a large? Or
Yes.
huge? Okay.
It is
A zombie
gargantuan.
off my back, so we can focus on the giant thing.
So okay. My first thought, which I didn't think would work, would be getting under it and using my gun to use the pushback superiority to just air juggle it. But that's not going to be a thing. It's too large for that. Okay. So what I am going to do is head this way.
Oh, good. Yes, give the kaiju more things to do.
And as I am doing that, I am going to give a shot at the one that is engaged with Nayland. No, I'm not going to do that. That would hit Nayland. So I'll do that instead. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. Okay. The first shot is also going to get a bit extra on it because I'm going to use Commander Strike on the first shot, provided I hit. Then as a reaction, Nayland will be able to do another attack with plus 1d6 damage. My second shot is going to go towards El Gigantor over here.
Okay.
You said plus how much? 1d6?
Yeah, plus 1d6 damage. And let me finish my rules here. Oh, that is an unfortunate rule.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da.
And yeah. Unfortunately, the secondary lightning effect isn't close enough to any other enemies, so.
Da-da-da-da-da.
So, that costs my bonus action to give you the commanding strike. So I'm not gonna use my reaction for that. So
Alright. So you
am-
use flurry to hit the thing again.
You
Hit
get
the
extra attacks on hitting it again, yeah.
Okay, cool. It's finally starting to look rough.
For the love of God. The boss monster unto itself.
Okay, that is it. Wow, that's between her two attacks there, shit. Oh man.
I was looking at these things. I was looking at these things. I was like, huh. I'm like, overall, they don't do that much damage. But fuck, are they tanky?
Probably because they're designed for an entire group. It's another thing where the CR system is designed around the idea of 4 people wailing on them at once.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's to hit. I'm like, what it can actually do is kind of eh. I was like, if I threw one of them, you guys would basically just circle straight and beat the shit out of it. So I was like, let me do 3. That'll probably pose a threat.
Okay.
Or at least fodder.
The first attack is to the zomboid, and the other 2 attacks are to the giant lizard.
Okay. The zombie gets hit with the 18, the 28 hits, the 22 misses.
Okay, so he's got this giant lizard has really good AC too.
The 22 barely misses as you attempt to hit it, and it must say as it rears up the club to wrap the whip around it and just kind of deflect it. But the first one strikes true. The zombie gets hit with the 18, and it collapses. into, I'll say, as its body just kind of falls apart and sinks into the water.
How damn time. Okay. Which means I can move a little bit more. So better flanking for people.
Okay. Evan.
I have the what was it? The librarian numbers thing going on while I'm looking at this giant thing.
Okay. Bonus action, Evan.
Next round will be shenanigans.
Okay.
I hope Suka's doing okay.
Does he have bless running?
No?
Huh. I'm about to say.
And
Okay.
for some reason,
So it's just
for some reason, it thinks Bless is running, but there's no checkbox for me to turn it off, so I don't know.
okay.
But still, it's a natural
Cool.
20.
Right.
It's still 27, so that's.
Okay. So 13 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4. Okay.
So total 26 force damage from the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And he gets
Cool.
that advantage.
All right. I'm gonna say the spiritual weapon will slam into him.
Have we started a new round?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna finish this round and then we're just gonna go ahead.
Oh, okay.
And then he's gonna make 2 attacks. So that is a 25 and a 24 to hit with his double scimitar.
Okay, cool. Then he will.
And 17 damage, respectively.
Okay. He slices into this creature, carving into its incredibly dense body. As he carves into it, you will see small bouts of flame, and what looks to be almost like he must say that you would almost confuse as magma for blood.
Oh, fun. Alright, that's it for him.
Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay. Cool. All right. He's going to. I'll say. All right. Then he is going to look towards Evan with a bit of a kind of stare at him, a bit of a knowing look, as the damage that Evan has done. The damage that Evan did from his scimitars seems to almost be negated as those wounds begin to instantly close.
Okay, so Radiant and Thunder do not negate regeneration.
See, it is going to roar again. This roar seems to be less of a this roar seems to be less of something to frighten you, and more because it can't speak, or at least it's not talking in a language. Do any of you speak? Do any of you speak Infernal?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I believe I
Must
do.
say. I would hope that you do, considering what you are.
Well, he might have abyssal and not infernal, given what he is. Languages are on the first page.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, you
It's
do have
abyssal, not infernal.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I
Okay.
forgot. I have quite a few random languages for no reason.
Okay. I'm about to say. It grunts and roars something as as it appears as Evan feels that that the vibration of its roar is attempting to dispel his good and evil thing.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, somebody got counterspell loaded.
I will.
I don't have it prepared.
I will attempt to counterspell.
There we go.
I'm underwater, so I can't help you.
Okay. Need you to what are you casting it at?
I will cast it at there's not my spells. I will cast it at 6th.
Okay, let's see. All right, in which case I need you to roll.
Who is my good boy? Yeah.
So I need you to roll because
My caster check down there is 21. Sorry,
okay.
Does that add my?
Yeah, for I don't think you get proficiency.
I don't get proficiency. Never mind. I need to roll a different thing. I rolled a 10.
Did you though? I don't see it.
Did you really?
Oh. Oh, okay. How about a 24?
Okay. 24. Let's see. It's okay. You cast against it as you strain against its surprising amount of magical prowess. As you manage to what seems to be barely exceed and then surpass it as you are able to overcome its dispel. It looks down towards you, not happy with what you just did. Not happy with what you just did. It's not happy with Nayland either. Not happy with most of you.
I haven't done anything to it.
I'm not sure why it's not happy with me. I've probably done the least, amount of damage to it compared to everyone else.
I've not touched it yet.
It's like everyone's, debuffed it. Awarded it.
Who's my good boy?
Boosted it a couple times.
Who's a good boy? I see you close
All right.
right because your sister's coming.
Cool. All right. It is going to.
What are you doing, Titan?
Okay. It is going to make. It's going to do the same thing. It is going to. Is going to make a whip at Evan. It's going to make a whip at Evan, a club strike at. Whip at Evan, club strike at Nayland, and is going to attempt.
Finding it's actually finding interesting. You can cast a spell and then attack.
It must be nice.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, it's going to make whip attack, club at Nayland, and then a bite at
Please don't bleed, right?
what's this bite at
Yes, the giant
what's this
one,
bite
kind of bleed.
Bite at who?
Fury points count for this.
Yes.
Oh, Oh, then I have 2 fairy points.
Okay.
No, I have
Cool.
3. Because I did.
Cool.
I
I
did
assume.
3 attacks.
I assume that the 20 misses. I assume that the 20 misses. The 20 misses. Evan.
Yes, 20 misses Evan.
28 misses you.
I'm not that good. But,
And
as we all know, Silvery Barb says, "Come try again."
I forgot that I have something that I can also make them try again.
Oh,
I can rewrite reality.
no, you may need that depending on that suit. Yeah, 20 misses.
okay. Okay. Cool. So that, and
Burning so much mana on that.
all right. I think that's effectively about. Yeah, say it's out of.
Hi. Hello.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Let's see.
Sir.
I'll say. You will. I'll say. You will see it. I'll say. You will see it make roar again as his body begins to shimmer. As it reappears over here.
Oh. Oh no.
It's annoying. It's not that big a deal.
Thwarting my plan?
As you see its body like dematerialize and reappear as it teleports over here. Seemingly as if it's about to prepare to try and do something else. Since blunt force isn't working. The drowning creatures are going to attempt to hit you again. Jesus fucking Christ, that's garbage.
That's 2 hits.
Okay. $15 bludgeoning, and I'll say vulnerability means that. I'm trying to remember what vulnerability means.
Double damage.
Okay. So you take
27.
12.
Oh, that's good sheet.
And I was just looking at that.
So yeah. So a total of 27 damage to your crocodile form.
Use knock 27. No,
All right.
that only works on your own turn.
That's all.
89.
That's all.
82.
That's all they can do. Because they're not big enough to actually forcibly grapple you and drag you down. So
They grappled me?
I said they're not big enough to grapple you and drag you.
Oh, I'm too big for them to grapple.
That's what you just said. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, your turn.
Oh, that 4 and 11. I don't hit. I don't hit at all.
So 12 and 19 might hit. Yeah, 19 should hit.
19?
Yeah, plus 8. 11,
Yes. Okay, so yeah, the first attack misses. The second attack, I assume, is a tail strike. In which case, roll your 2d8 plus 5.
10.
10.
Okay.
But,
As
as
you,
my bonus
no, I said-
action... Dun, 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 dun. I wish you could just, like, select. I guess I could, right? No?
Nope. You just closed it.
Now I gotta find it again. Here we go.
And you got another fury point when you hit them.
Oh, I did, so that makes 4. So... Where should I use... Well, no, because I'm already using my bonus action, so I can't. I don't think I can use...
But you just attack them. So you haven't used your bonus action yet.
Well, no, but I was using it for this.
Okay, bonus action, you can, creature of your choice within 30 feet must make a wisdom save or become frightened.
So I must make a wisdom saving throw.
And that costs you 3 of your 4.
Yep.
So change that to 1. So they have to make wisdom versus fear unless they're immune to fear.
They are undead. They are immune to fear.
That's what I was figuring.
Oh, they are immune to fear.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They are too stupid to be afraid.
That makes sense.
But I say, as per normal, they are immune to charmed, exhausted, frightened, and poison.
Leave that open.
Wait. Well, that's okay. Well, I'm no longer in the crocodile form.
Technically, that doesn't say you have to drop your shapeshift to use it.
Oh, it doesn't?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So never mind. I'm still as a crocodile.
You just flashed your feigning face at them for a second, so you look like a vampire crocodile for a second. No.
Oh, never mind. I'm still a crocodile. That's all I can do.
Okay. And Rayon. I'm about to say, Rayon, it is your turn. This crocodile, although it is fairly angry at these 3 morsels that seem to be causing it so much of a problem, you've noticed that it does not seem to be able to keep its eye off of you.
Can't imagine why.
I'm only flying. I'm not lit up yet.
From the Hells Celestial.
Oh. That's fair.
Is the alligator thing celestial?
No, that's in theory a celestial. That's what gods usually are. I mean, like he's fallen, so he's taking on demonic shit. But usually a god is a celestial.
Oh.
And also a deal-making demon. So.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I see, Suka knows him as a demon because that's what her demon friends have called him. So.
Well, either way, even if he's a demon, this creature's a devil. They hate each other.
Oh, okay.
So it has 2 reasons to hate him.
Okay, I got you. I follow.
That's the difference between abyssal and infernal. Demons are abyssal and devils are infernal.
Yeah.
One, is like deals and order, and the other one's just gibbering
chaos.
You can do that.
Okay. Choose a planet.
It's like Mephisto versus Xena when she went to hell.
Let's see. Each creature in 24 radius must make an intelligence saving throw. A creature with an intelligence score of 2 will be affected by this. Damn, he's too smart for this. Alright. Target take ages of something failed. Thoughts. 1 minute. Tagging blood score. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and see if I can do this. Intelligence score. Saving throws. Okay, this is a magic effect. Okay. Now, I assume that takes half if it succeeds.
Well, sometimes it could take nothing if it succeeds. You gotta look at that.
Yeah. Half as much on a successful one. Okay.
So it's immune to fire and lightning.
We don't know yet for sure, but it's a fair guess.
They can't see.
It could be resistant.
Jesus Christ, that's trash.
It failed.
Okay, he's gonna use a legendary resistance to succeed. And
Fuck you and your legendary resistance. Let me have this.
That's 2, so it should have 1 left.
I am also going to fly.
This is an incredibly detrimental.
Directly back this way, putting more distance in between us. So I'm now 70 feet in the air.
But only 60 feet away.
I'm about to say,
A high
I'm like, this dude has a plus. I'm like, he has a plus 11 for his intelligence save. I was like, and he still fucking rolled a 15 or a 17. I was like, this is bullshit. Like, not the way I was hoping to burn through legendary resistances, but
Yeah, but I'm 70 feet up.
Yeah, but the up doesn't matter. It's the distance.
Really?
Yeah.
okay.
There are a lot of
So-
spells
Because the
that.
vertical doesn't affect where he's standing in relation to you.
Right.
They don't.
I need
they
you to
don't
roll-
have a triangle.
Need you to roll me 8d6 psychic damage.
Sir.
Phalanges.
All right.
Wow.
You'll see. I must say, you'll see him clutch it. You'll see him clutch his head. He's like,
How far is it right now?
Doesn't fit
65.
steady.
That might be. We don't know what his range is.
There we go.
all right. All right. He is. I must say, he is none too thrilled as he seems to have he seems to be dealing with some discomfort in his head right now. As he's like, "Wow." With that, I must say, with you out of range, I must say, with you out of range, and with, I must say, with these hard to hit little morsels right here, is attempting to try to reevaluate its current, I must say, its current predicament. And with that, we will call, I must say, we will call it for the night.
Okay.
As this creature, which must say, as this creature is, getting completely fucked by disadvantage.
This creature's fooling a plan.
Well, I'm like, can it cast spells? Yes. Is it used to just beating the shit out of things? Yes. And now it's like, beating the shit out of things isn't working, and casting spells isn't working. I got to do something else now. Which means it's got to pull out other. Which means it's got to pull out other spells. Okay. Which case, all right. Thank you all. And
I find the look of this creature rather interesting.
took me a while to find it and to get stats for it. I was like, I need a swamp creature, but I also need a swamp creature that kind of represents hell. I was like, And I was like, oh, wait, here we go. This worked out. Right. Alright, are you guys heading home or are you just chilling there for the night?
Not for the night. We're going to be here a little bit longer.
Oh, okay.